Today we are going to talk about finding the mean, median, and mode. I'm going to start by looking at the mode. Now, the way I've arranged the data, which is kind of all over the page, it's so that I can move it around. One of the things I suggest students do is that they put numbers together in a nice order. You don't have to have mode in order, but when you do, you can quickly see where there's multiple numbers coming together. In this case, I can look and see that there are two number threes, so that is my mode. Now, if I have two numbers that come up the same number of times, so there's a tie, well then we can have two modes. But as soon as you have one that is more common than the other, that is your single mode. To find median, you definitely have to put these numbers in order. In fact, we joke in class that if you don't, you're going to make a mistake that everybody, at least once a year, somebody always forgets to do this. Once they are in order, then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to start crossing out. I start with the lowest, then I do the highest. Then I do the next lowest and the next highest. The one I'm left with is my middle number or my median. Now, with this set of data, I've added another number. And this time you can see that I've added the number 7, which wasn't in the previous set of data. So now, as I stroke out my numbers from lowest to greatest, I get to my middle number, and I actually have 2. So now my middle number is 3 and 6. To find the median in this case, I need to add my 3 plus 6. That gives me 9. And now, to find what is actually in the middle, I divide that by 2. And that's going to give me 4 and a half. Now, sometimes students don't actually need to do the divide by 2. Sometimes you can just look at two numbers and know what the middle number is. In that case, I say that, it's okay to miss this step. But if you can't see that when you look at the two numbers, what falls directly in between, then add them, divide by 2, and that's going to give you your answer. To find the mean, I begin by adding all the numbers together. Once I do that, I get a sum of 20. Now, this still isn't my actual final answer. To find out what the average of these 5 numbers is, I actually have to divide the sum by 5. After I do that, I get 4. So in this case, I have a mean of 4. This has been a brief overview on how to find the mean, median, and mode. I hope it was useful.